Evening, everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly, if you are hearing me clearly. Welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 186. I just thought everybody has been having a wonderful weekend. I just thought everybody has been having a blessed Sunday. For all the persons who have finished cooking and had dinner and ready for listen to teach about some things we have at Jam Down, Jam Rock, Jamaica land we love. Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, and so whole heap more people. Peeps, big up on yourself. Manners and respect. We're there.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them. You know, it's teach them the number one intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, hello! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them right here. Warlord representing.
Manners and respect, peeps. You know what I mean? Give thanks to life, give thanks to health, give thanks to strength. Zane, big up to the people who are on Facebook. Christian Brown, want go on, brother? I see you. Blessings every time, you know. You understand? Big up to the people who are here on YouTube. Big up to the people who over on Twitter. So we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter simultaneously. You know what I think, though? That name progress. Yeah, that's what I mean. I said that the people them up on YouTube, manners and respect, you know. You don't know the thing, you know. You know, the aliens look more in the dance and thing. You see me, I say, if you're there from earlier, what a reason, manners and respect. We appreciate the strength, we appreciate the support. Peeps, a Sunday evening, night a come. So when you know whole heap of long talk, you know, just I get the thing over and done with. You know what I mean? Because you know what I think. You understand? Yes, sir. So we could go so boom so. Make sure everything balance. Yeah, peeps. How are things? May I lead with a story this evening for some strange reason, even though it is not Jamaica related. We have seen a number of situations before where hardworking Jamaicans would have been robbed of their possessions, phones, cars, what have you. We have seen a few instances where people thief bus and cars and bus and car crash on people dead. You understand? And we see a situation in Trinidad recently where a car thief died after the car exploded during a crash. You understand what I say? See, Lawless and Jaluk, Juggernaut MJ, big up on yourself. You understand? Leo, London in the building, blessings. So it says the Trinidad police believe that the unidentified man who died after being trapped inside a burning vehicle may have been earlier robbed. Well, may have earlier robbed the owner of the vehicle before crashing into another vehicle earlier on Wednesday. But hope nobody from the other vehicle is hurt. See? So, I don't even read them moment that I say is a word. People need to go look work. You understand me? I say people can't work so hard for them things and you sit down and see man things and go take people things. It thing no work so. You understand me? I say, we don't need to do better. You see me? Yeah man. Yeah. So you know peeps, we have a situation where there would have been a 13-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy who were reported missing over the weekend. Turns out that both of them have been located and have returned home to their family. I cannot speak to the circumstances under which they were found. The police them nah give no heap of detail. People been asked for some detail, but them say releasing information now would compromise any investigations. So I suppose them depend something. You understand? But now we also usually make reference to the situation and say that we also hope that all the others, Zane, all the others who are missing, especially the young ladies, we sincerely hope that they will return to their family in very short order. Yeah, we've seen a situation now where an elderly man, this is the only picture that was available, would have been reported missing. It says foreign national no reported missing in Jamaica since May. Good evening, Ellie. Congratulations again on your marriage, and I wish for you bliss, happiness, and everything balancing. And say when the rough times come, we have to just find a way to work it out, cause it shall come. You know what thing go. You see me? So 89-year-old Calvin Brown of Eglinton Avenue, Toronto. I pronounce that right. Canada has been missing since Wednesday, May the 8th. That is a long time. A long time that. You understand what I say? Reports from the Halfway Tree police are that Brown was last seen at the Norman Manley International, well, before we even reached there, so. He's of dark complexion and slim built, and is about 165 centimeters or 5 feet 5 inches tall. Reports from the Halfway Tree police are that Brown was last seen at the Norman Manley International Airport at about 12:54 p.m. on the day in question, which would have been Wednesday, May the 8th. His mode of dress at the time he went missing is unknown. He has not been heard from since then. And anyone knowing the whereabouts of Mr. Calvin Brown is being asked to contact the Halfway Tree police at 876-926-8184, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Saying, Anna, what go on? Everything good? Saying, gonna show about listening. Never want to be too tired this evening. Okay, Anna, that's your word. Anglo business. So we hope the elder alright. May the 8th is a long time ago in Bethlehem. Hope the elder up on a beat somewhere, chillax with a empress somewhere. You understand? Because then if this end in a negative way, then it's our next black eye that for Jamaica. You understand? So you know what thing we can't deal with no more black and blue them. You see me? So I hope the general is somewhere upon a beat somewhere with a empress. You understand? I go on. You understand what I say? Relax. Chillax. As soon as we get any more information, me make you know still. You see me? We know that North St. Catherine, which include Spanish Town and some more places, has been experiencing a flare-up of violence recently, especially in the Spanish Town area, where a number of double murders would have been recorded in recent times, especially double murders involving females. Curfew imposed in St. Catherine North. Zane? Teach, but I'm wondering if he has Alzheimer's. That's a possibility too, you know, Miss Daly. That is also a possibility and stuff. So, we hope he's alive though. I mean, at the best place I have to start. Zane? So, in St. Catherine, Jamaica. So, a curfew has been imposed in section of the Demsha Pen community. Yeah, what kind of Demsha Pen? I'm tired to talk about the pen thing. But I have been accused of being foolhardy, and it's just a name and there's nothing to it. So a curfew has been imposed in sections of the Demsha Pen community in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. So the curfew began at 6 a.m. on Saturday, August 24, that would have been yesterday, and will remain in effect until 6 a.m. on Monday, August 26th, which is tomorrow. So the boundaries of the curfew are as follows: along the Greendale Main Road from the Rear Cobre at Shelter Rock to Jones Avenue at the football field. East along Jones Avenue from Greendale Main Road approximately 300 meters to the southern boundary. South along the imaginary boundary line about 220 meters from the eastern boundary to Rear Cobre at Shelter Rock, and west along Rear Cobre from the southern boundary to the Greendale Main Road. So during the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundary are required to remain within their premises. unless authorized in writing by the ground commander. You understand? So them shopping. Police arrest 11 persons after recovering 8 illegal guns and 89 assorted rounds of ammunition. Yeah? So Diamond's a girl's best friend, boss. Sound like you're police a link. You know, see even me in no nonsense mode. No chattings. Boom. So police arrest 11 persons after recovering 8 illegal guns and 89 assorted rounds of ammunition. Yeah? So a progress that by the JCF. That 8 more guns off of the street, 89 rounds of ammunition. In a sense, 89 lives were saved. Yeah? So a total of 8 illegal firearms and 89 assorted rounds of ammunition were seized in separate incidents across the island last week, according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And a progress that we have to give thanks. So 11 persons in total were arrested in connection with the illegal gun seizures. This resulted in 4 persons being arrested in connection with the seizure of 4 of the illegal firearms and approximately 54 rounds of ammunition in Westmoreland alone. 1 person arrested in connection with the seizure of 1 firearm in Trelawney, and 6 persons arrested in connection with the seizure of 2 firearms and 32 assorted rounds of ammunition. See? So the first seizure in Westmoreland occurred on Thursday when the police were alerted about a dispute at the Negril Transportation Center between 2 men over a gun. I spoke about that one on Friday night. The area was searched and a Parabellum 9mm pistol with 5 9mm rounds of ammunition was found beneath a house. 1 man was subsequently arrested in connection with the find. Now, about 8 p.m., also on Thursday in Beeston Spring, residents relieved a man, one man of, about 8 p.m. on Thursday in Beeston Spring, which is the same day. Yeah? Residents relieved 1 of 2 men who were involved in an altercation of a .38 revolver containing 3.38 cartridges. The man was injured in the incident and was taken to hospital where he was admitted under police guard, and the firearm was handed over to the police. So now apparently 2 men have a look of skirmish, and 1 man pull a gun. You understand what I say? 1 man pull a gun and residents in the area rush him, probably slap him a few times, and probably get cut out of 1 cutlass, it look like. You understand? And them give police a gun. We need more residents like them residents there. You understand? That me I tell you now, me I share some story out of a paper, and this person come tell me say me have links with police. Then a black and cement man, me not a long chatting family. You understand? Watch it now. On Friday about 10 p.m., a man was arrested in Whitehall in connection with a Taurus semi-automatic pistol affixed with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds of ammunition. So the weapon was found beneath the driver's seat of the vehicle he was driving. On Saturday, which was yesterday, during an operation in Dawes Lane in Sheffield District, an unoccupied shop was searched and a black sock containing 1 Glock magazine and 36.40 rounds of ammunition were found. So the man hide the lace them in his socks. Well, look like he never had no shoes. You understand? Craig's G, what you did, family? So 2 persons were arrested in connection with the fire. I wonder who for socks and who for lace. I don't know. Over in Trelawney, 1 firearm was seized on Wednesday about 11:25 p.m. and a 29-year-old man arrested and charged after he was seen removing a Taurus 9mm pistol from his waistband. He was subsequently arrested and charged. In St. James, a woman handed over 9.45 cartridges to the Anchovy police that she reportedly found inside her spouse's knapsack. Why? I wonder what a relationship they are going on, you know. You understand? Where I said yes, I can send couple length of steel. Trouble did it, just right. So peace, make we hear what I go on there say, you know. Make we, First thing, big up Empress. Empress anyway there, big up your damn self. You understand? You ain't no foolishness with no guy. See, in St. James, a woman handed over 9.45 cartridges to the Anchovy police that she reportedly found inside her spouse's knapsack. The police are still searching for the suspect. I hope the Empress will be okay, because when I drop the dynamics of the situation, I know any game can play. You understand? But big up the Empress for her bravery. You understand? And no nonsense mentality. You see? And thing. Because you never know. Probably one of them 9 bullets they could have end up in her forehead. One of them did it. You know what thing go. So I hope she will be okay. Because right now she kind of in a look at dicey situation when I do the maths. You understand what I say? So Johnny boy said something not right. Something can't right, brother, because normally you never hear them situation here. Seeing, so I don't know if I kick off or something go on. But the end of the day, the long and short of the story is that the police them have 9 rounds of ammunition where they never did have before. So we are give thanks. You understand what I say? And thing. I hope she got alright still. You see? On Thursday, about 6:30 a.m., a joint police military team conducted operations in Coconut Loop, Cathinall, St. James, where a house was searched and 2 firearms, one Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol and a 9mm pistol and 23 rounds of ammunition were found. An extra magazine and spring were also found. 6 persons were taken into custody as investigations into the seizure continues. Yeah? And the St. Andrew South Police reaped similar success during a pre-dawn operation on Saturday, yesterday, which resulted in the seizure of one Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun and 3 cartridges. No one was arrested for the seizure. So, for the police, them, big up on yourself. You understand what I say? Big up on yourself. On a whole. A round of applause see police them and a few round of applause too, but you know what thing go, them still there work. Zane, teach, is there a mandatory minimum sentence for illegal firearm, or does it depends on who and who had it? Ratty number 1, big up yourself in the family. It's a good question, you know. Tefan walk over on Facebook. Blessings in the family. Good question. I suppose there are sentencing guidelines in place for illegal guns. I do not know the parameters of said sentencing guidelines right now, but I'm sure there is. And I suppose it also comes down to the discretion of the sentencing judge as well, among other things. But I don't know that if you're caught with a weapon, you automatically get 12 years or 15 years. But I know that there are sentencing guidelines. I cannot speak to the specifics at this point in time. Probably me need to look into it, you know. You understand? Probably is a video idea that. Big up yourself, family. You know what thing go. Yeah, man. Kevin, Jesus Fearing. Blessings, family, over on Facebook. You know what thing go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whole heap of shoes. You see me? Whole heap of shoes, that man. Cops report arrest of murder and shooting suspects. There's nothing wrong with that something there. Yes, progress. So the Criminal Investigation Branch of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is reporting the arrest and charge of 3 suspects in relation to separate murders and shootings. 2 men were also charged with illegal possession of firearm in the week. Yeah. So the Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit said the most recent instance was the arrest and charge of 21-year-old Roger Gordon, who is a suspect in the murder of a man whose body was recently found on Swansea Avenue in Colgate, St. Anne. Similarly, Nick Hamilton was on Tuesday charged with the murder of 58-year-old Kenneth Lambert. The CCU said Lambert, otherwise called Ken, succumbed to injuries he received after being hit with a stone on Main Street in Manchester on Saturday, August 17. Yeah? Lambert was reportedly walking along the roadway about 1 a.m. when a man approached him and used a stone to hit him in the head. The police also made some breakthrough in a case of shooting with intent and 2 firearm and ammunition seizure. Yeah. We talk about the gun seizure them already still. And most of them we talk about already. But we got, you see me? According to the CCU, Dave Roy Francis, also known as Coco, was charged with wounding with intent and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. You understand? The 25-year-old is accused of shooting and injuring 53-year-old Michael Barnett of the Harmonyvale district in Claremont, St. Anne. The police said his arrest. Zane, Francis was stripped off one, well, the police said upon his arrest, Francis was stripped of one homemade firearm, one 12-gauge shotgun and 3 cartridges. A man stack up. One man, Coco, Zane was stripped of one homemade firearm. That never enough. You understand? Big up yourself, Nicholas Newland. Zane? And one 12-gauge shotty with 3 cartridges. Meanwhile, 47-year-old Mark Winter of a Kingston address was arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Newton was accosted and searched by police officers who responded to reports of loud noise at a location on Maxfield Avenue in St. Andrew. A Glock pistol and a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds of ammo was reportedly seized. Also charged with illegal possession of ammunition is Glanville Calvert of 9 miles in Bull Bay, St. Andrew. Yeah? Brad Rhymes, Boss Martin, bless up yourself and a family over on Facebook. So reports are that the police personnel went to Bobo Hill, the Bobo Hill area of Bull Bay on Friday with a warrant which was issued under the Firearms Act, during which 2.38 rounds were found on the bed among clothes at his residence. The man asleep with lace in a place. Danny want go on. See, 90 degrees music, blessings. Yeah. So a whole heap of success is that for the police them. And me I say, we normally give the police them a hard time. Seeing when them job hard as it is, the professional ones that we are talking about. And when the police them do well, we have to say the police them do well. And over the course of the week, the police would have done well. Big up to the police them. You know some people, people are come on the stream come ask me before, if me a police. Because for you big up the police there, you have to be police. You can't be a law-abiding Jamaican citizen and commend good police work. You understand? From you say police, you is police. Since somebody just come on the stream earlier, come at about say me and police are linked. Right and now them a try to tear down some block and some cement. You see, auntie? Big up to the police there. You understand? Our place, Zane. I will clap them for this one. Yeah, man, you have to give them a round of applause, man, because you know what thing go. You see me? Miss Marcia first said teacher the easy. You know. Danny, want to go on you out, everything good. So you know, P, speaking about guns and things. Back in the days, not so long ago, you did have a PNP councillor in a St. Mary there who was charged for some things. Former PNP councillor Fitzroy Wilson freed of gun-related charges. Politician Fitzroy Wilson has been freed of gun-related charges. Mr. Wilson is a former PNP councillor for the Boscobel division in St. Mary. He was freed of the charges of illegal possession of a firearm and assault at common law earlier this week. Wilson was tried before the High Court in St. Mary. He was charged in 2014. So allegations were that in 2013, the former councillor drew his licensed firearm and threatened to shoot a man. It's further alleged that the altercation which resulted in the firearm being drawn occurred at a business place in Renover in St. Mary. Wilson was freed when the court found that the complainant gave conflicting evidence which could not be relied upon. And the politician was represented by attorney at law Oswest Senior Smith, who himself is a PNP political caretaker thing, once contending MP one at a time too. So yeah, Oswest not really lose case now, you know. You understand? Oswest not really lose case. One of them lawyer there where his profile is not as big as some of the names we hear on a regular, but is a man where normally draw nail him skill. You understand? So you know one thing go. Yeah, so that one more politician for the raps. For the rocks. No, you see me? Same old. I know, so the man guilty. I'm just saying. It's just another case where another politician beat a case. You understand? You know what I mean? Yeah, Finnar, him not really lose cases like that for true, brother. Like, I have known cases for real. I remember I sent a mail from where man do things and man walk. You understand? So, you see me? A caretaker in a political field, Royal General, is a member of the opposition for the constituency. So, for example, the constituency is run by a Jamaica Labour Party personnel. The caretaker would be the People's National Party representative. So, that person would be the PNP caretaker. It's not the MP, so them is a caretaker. That is the thing. You understand? And thing. Yes, sir. I know you probably know that as good as I mess around still in a trial. I know you must know that. I know it's probably a rhetorical question, but I suppose it's a teacher in me. Clarendon bar operator on firearm assault charges gets $100,000 bail. So bar operator Bevan Tomlinson of Bryan's Land in Clarendon, who is charged with illegal possession of firearm and assault, has been granted $100,000 bail with surety. He is to return to the Manchester Parish Court on August 30. So allegations are that earlier this month, the complainant was sitting in a motor car near Tomlinson's bar. It is further alleged that Tomlinson went to the right side of the car where the complainant was seated, pointed a gun and threatened to shoot him. A report was made to the police and Tomlinson was arrested and charged. Attorney Ashford Meikle is in applying for bail argued that the complainant was making public mischief by giving a report that Tomlinson assaulted him by pointing a firearm at him. Meikle further argued that Tomlinson was not a licensed firearm holder and was never in possession of a firearm. The attorney described the accused as a well-respected person in his community and the father of 2 young children, adding that he was not a gang member. So resident magistrate Desiree Allain granted Tomlinson bail and warned him to keep the peace. Keep the peace. Speaking about keeping the peace, is it? A situation with the justice of the peace flashback in my head. And it was most disheartening. It was most disappointing. It was most worrying when I sat down and reflected on the week that was in Jamaica. There were so many things in the media that shows the state that we are currently in as a nation, the social degradation and erosion of the moral fabric of the society, the wanton regard for law and order in the country, elitism. I'm not sure if that is an actual word. the elitist mentality where you have a certain color, or your ear kind of soft like, or you have a particular lineage or race, or status. You behave like you're, forgive my language, shit can make party. You understand? We see videos where it is being argued that based on color and probably class and surname, persons would have gotten off with a tap on the shoulder, a pat on the shoulder from incidents where persons have with stronger melanin in their skins would have been made to face the brunt of the law. We saw instances where, based on whatever existed before, the police force might have been tricked in the public. We saw cases where the Jamaica Teachers Association president would have not crowned himself in any glory in certain utterances that he would have made on public platforms. And I'm not even talking about the fact where I'm say the cat and nine for come back and corporal punishment should be a thing. That is not even the concern really. The concern is that for a man who is representing the body in the country that is bestowed with the duty of educating and edifying the population, he might need, as an individual, to do some work on how he expresses himself in the public. I am no master of the English language. You understand? I've never attained mastery in the English language or is the most eloquent orator ever. But the reality is that in any condition, in any situation, we can represent ourselves and represent ourselves to a level where we can feel proud. See, Darian Jackson, big up yourself, family. You understand what I say? And the head of the Jamaica Teachers Association may want to do some reflection before his next public speaking engagement. And this is coming from a teacher, sir. You understand? I would not have voted for you anyway. Let me just get that clear. You understand what I say? Because the JTA, in my opinion, has become a political organization, and the JTA does not have the best interest of the majority of the teaching profession at heart. That is my honest opinion. Zane, and the head of the JTA normally is swayed by political, and I'm not speaking about this one in particular, in general, is normally swayed by their political affiliations and associations. Yeah? So I'm not really align myself with the JTA per se. That are just mighty. You see me? Alright. We also saw a situation where a man who has been entrusted with the responsibility of being a justice of the peace would have behaved in a manner unbecoming of said office and status. And I am hoping that the Justice Minister would have been furnished with the video clip, and as such, some measures should be taken. You understand? We also saw a situation where in Jamaica it is now normal for a man who would have been involved in a possible transactional sex situation, Zane, which in layman's term is prostitution, which as far as I know is still illegal in the country, would have been made a star by persons who really and truly have nothing to do. You understand? It is the biggest talking point in the country now when we have matters of greater importance, Zane, matters that will impact us as a nation not only today but 30 years from now. But the biggest discussion was of a man naked balling say more money for sex for him not get. So as a Jamaican citizen, and I'm gonna say everybody I am not perfect. I have made mistakes in my life. I have made many mistakes in my life. I have done things where I sit down and look back upon it like I feel away of myself. But at the end of the day, everybody make errors in judgment. Everybody miscalculate things. But me big enough to say, yo, me make some mistakes in my life. I was once a young boy. Still kind of youngish like, but you know what I think. Zine, so I preach perfection. I am just saying that as a concerned citizen in this country, I am exactly that. I am concerned. There's no values in majority of us as Jamaicans these days. We don't know wrong from right. We have a situation in this country now where when somebody do something wrong, majority of the people them jump on them side and defend them. Man just have a look of fun. You understand? And the moment you say something, your bad mind. And you fight against somebody and you do this and you do that. So you know, for just fall in and align yourself to crap, or else you're bad mind and you fight people. You understand what I say? And that's why something there now. Zane, so as me say, and as me said before, looking on as a citizen of this country, somebody who wants the best for my country, I am gravely concerned by some of the things that are becoming the norm in this country, by some of the things that are now being widely accepted by the masses as normalcy, as things that are normal these days. Leisha, Mizzy, Blessings Empress, over on Facebook. Zane, it really and truly saddens me to see where we have reached as a nation, where we have reached as a people, the things that are important to us, the things that give us joy. You understand? So these days, it's all about local entertainment. We skin with teeth for a couple of minutes and life goes on. Nothing serious. Hey Shemu, Kelleen, what's up, Empress? Zine? Nothing really matter no more. As long as the entertainment was good, people just have fun. Braff, we are braff. It's sad, yo. Me not even done the stream with them. I just think me have to say that before. It's time for me. Like, it did choke me like. You understand? We have to do better, man. We have to do better. And if you are going to stop talking because people are going to say you're bad mind, then you're weak too. If you are going to stop talking because people are going to say you fight them, you're weak too. You know, me not sure, you know, John Johnson. As I said, I don't know what would have transpired before the recording commenced. So there is that. But at the end of the day, he would have been named as a JP because he was seen as somebody who was fit and proper, as somebody who would have been mature enough to actually de-escalate conflicts and would be probably trained in conflict resolution and stuff. So, I don't know. Zane? So peeps, it thinks that way, man. And it can't be it okay over here, so, but it not okay over there, so. If it not okay over here, so it can't be okay over there, so. So we find excuses here and we criticize there. When it's the same thing. We have to be consistent, yo. We have to be insistent. Say, yo, it thing have to change. the reality we face is that this generation that is young teenagers, and yes, we the teenagers too, and we do things and things. But I say no. But if we don't stand our ground and help to shape and reshape the mentality and the attitude, then we're kinda dark. You understand what I say? And then I know say because a few teenagers watch this channel because hip and hype. You understand? And we not talk about no sus and no gossip. So I know say I not even reach to the teenagers them right now, sitting down here so. And mostly mature working class people I watch the stream and watch the video them on the channel. You see me? Yo. Every day we become a little bit more lost as a nation, as a people. You understand? The things that we give you kicks these days is amazing, yo. And we have become so complicit and so accepting of crap. It has become the norm. You understand what I say? Boy. You know, right now, it talking even make no sense, brother. See me, a faith we are waste. Because them youth there, them not interested in nothing uplifting and edifying. You see me? Anyway, the crap there, them there. You understand? The more crap, the bigger the crowd. You see me? Omar Brown, big up yourself, family. Go up on Facebook there. You see me? Leisure say carnival make you forgetting what date. You see it? As Kellina, Kellina said the struggle is real. The struggle is too real. You see me? So there were like when you sit down and you reflect on the week that was in this country, like you're ashamed to be a Jamaican, yo. If you value being a Jamaican and you weren't shamed about being a Jamaican this past week, then you not got no shame. You understand what I say? If this week did not make you feel shame to be a Jamaican based on some of the things that were around on the internet and social media, then you not got no shame. Sophie J.A. Blessings, my friend, over on Facebook. You see me? Yo. Ratty number one. We know that, brother. If I even won, You understand me? I say if I even won, but you think that a way more time, bro. You understand me? I say things that a way. Teach is Jamaica a real place. that are the catchphrase, you know. Miss Danny Creed said teach. Tell them to press the like button. Be tired of them to Miss Danny Creed. Them is the next set too. Them here, over here. Because every day them come look up at my big broad face, I chatter, and them only if we like the video them. So me done all with them too. You understand me? I say right, don't even make me start cuss them. You understand me? I say so you will tell them, yeah, Miss Reed, big up yourself. You see me? That are the catchphrase on a DS. Jamaica is not a real place. And it is said with so much so much joy behind it. You understand what I say? Troubleshooting Luke Bernard. Zin, it is said with so much joy and fun behind it. You see me? Jamaica is not a real place. That's the thing there. You see me? So, me don't know. Then if Jamaica is not a real place, we're not real people. You know see what I go on? We not even understand the things that we are put out in the atmosphere. Jamaica is not a real place. Yo. Why better do? Big up yourself, teach. Like how you're fighting for the cockpit country. Case number 5. The cockpit country fight is the next story by itself. You know, me soon reach some cockpit country situation still. You understand? Yeah, man, the cockpit country situation is a thing by itself right now. Cause yo, but just attack how me feel. You know what? Look, we move on. Peeps, don't run yourself. Hopefully, I don't want to talk too soon, you know. Hopefully, we soon can do that call in something there. We want to just call in and talk on the mind. Without expletives or disrespecting anybody still. You understand? That's important. I mean, not behave on yourself. But what I don't want to call in on WhatsApp, WhatsApp, whatever it is, it's too forward in it. Just a wait upon a few little things. Depend it sees. You understand what I say? And thing. Kirk German. So Kirk left from YouTube gone over Facebook. Where did you? Taxi terror. And you see, you know, and let me say this before I am misrepresented and misquoted, you see? There are some things that happen to ordinary Jamaicans on a daily basis, you see? And it is the norm. You understand? But the moment certain things happen to a political representative, it become front page news. Like me see them rob Babsy Grange's nephew I want stoplight on Trafalgar Road recently. You understand? News. And they would have been robbing people there for a while. Nobody not hear nothing about it. You understand what I say? And I not say politicians should be robbed or targeted. I'm just saying that in this country, when certain things happen to regular people, I know nothing. But when it happens to political representatives, then the front and center. But then that is I think that is suggesting to these political representatives that there are things wrong with this country. Like the cockpit country situation. One of the tagline is that over 4,000 people are employed or will be employed. That's one of the battle cry from the government. Over 4,000 people will be employed. So this is an indictment on the government where they can so boldly and proudly wave a flag to say that 4,000 people will be employed. So if Naranda never come about them 4 people, they would never get employment. What would happen to them 4,000 people there without Naranda then, or without mining the cockpit country? Them people would never get a job. So I don't know that it is any achievement or accomplishment to be so boldly positing, declaring that X amount of people will be employed. It is an indictment on the government. So when a political representative, and I'm happy that Miss Cuthbert Flynn is okay and was unharmed. Let me get that out of the way. Seeing, because there are some people, you know. Someone talk to the other people. It's an indictment on the government. Zine, and a realization that something's wrong, family. You understand what me I say? Taxi terror. Cops probe road rage incident that left Cuthbert Flynn traumatized. And as I'm saying, I am happy that the MP, the Empress, was not armed. However, it should be a situation that says, okay, as policymakers, we need to do some things, to address some things. One lawmaker last week came face to face with the terror on the roadways caused by rowdy taxi drivers, and the incident has left her traumatized. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, the celebrated Olympian and Member of Parliament for St. Andrew West Rural, recounted how a taxi driver, without any provocation, used his car to block the roadway before charging towards her vehicle with a kitchen knife and was about 6 inches long. It was terrifying. I was hysterical. My daughter kept asking, "Mommy, why are you crying?" "Because I was bawling in the car," she said. According to Cuthbert Flynn, the incident occurred in Portmore, St. Catherine, last Friday and was witnessed by her 3-year-old daughter. Hope the little one is okay. The first-term lawmaker reported that she was driving along Port Henderson Road near Naggohead when she was forced to apply the brakes because the vehicle in front was about to turn into a gas station. Father Dexter and Fremantle, manners are respect in a family. You know, we appreciate that something, you know. Manners are respect every time. You know what I mean? She said the taxi operator who was driving behind glared at her before he created a third lane on the soft shoulder to the left of her vehicle and sped up. Cuthbert Flynn said she thought nothing of it until about 100 meters down the road, when the taxi suddenly began swerving across the road. And then he slows down and I just saw this bottle coming towards my car. He threw this plastic bottle containing water towards my car, she recounted. The lawmaker said she dialed 119 to report the incident and was directed to get the registration plate. The St. Andrew West Rural MP said police investigators later told her that they visited the address to which the registration plate was traced and were told nobody who lives there owns a taxi. She said that as she approached the roundabout in the vicinity of the old Forum Hotel, she noticed that the taxi operator had stopped his car in a manner that I had to slow down. By the time I approached his car door was wide open in the road, and as he saw me, he started running towards my car, Cuthbert Flynn said. I look to my right, I see him coming. I see his knife coming towards my window, and I immediately looked down to make sure that my window was up and my doors are locked because my daughter was in the car, and I started screaming. It's when I recognized that he was close to the window that I pressed the gas. By this time, I was hysterical, she added. Cuthbert Flynn said that she is still puzzled by the driver's rage. There was no collision. I don't know if he thought I was bad driving him because I stopped to let the car turn right into the gas station, she surmised. And Deputy Superintendent Delia Garrick, who heads the Corporate Communications Unit, has confirmed that an investigation is now underway into the incident. Again, I am happy that Mrs. Flynn and her daughter is safe and suffered no physical harm and thing. Yeah. Everything good for eat, good for talk. I don't just know shadow after dark. Hey, cause them people they normally have a CP or a close protection officer, so I don't know why that person never there, but I don't know. You understand? Donald Trump. Names Jamaica among major drug transit or drug producing countries. I mean, the reality is that Trump not really telling a lie yes or neither. Anyways, Jamaica is one of the major transshipment points for drugs. You understand? But Trump being Trump, you don't really want to hear nothing him have to say. You understand what I mean? As well, me not really want to hear nothing him have to say. Seeing? Jamaica has been named by the United States President Donald Trump among major drug transit or illicit drug producing countries. The designation was made in Trump's presidential determination on major drug transit or major illicit drug producing countries for the fiscal year 2020 report. The document, dated August 8, was submitted as a memorandum to the Secretary of State. Zane, so America's Foreign Relations Authorization Act defines a major illicit drug producing country as one in which A. 1,000 hectares or more of illicit opium poppies cultivated or harvested during a year. B. 1,000 hectares or more of illicit coca or coca is cultivated or harvested during a year. C. 5,000 hectares or more of illicit cannabis is cultivated or harvested during a year unless the president determines that such illicit cannabis production does not significantly affect the United States. The term major drug transit country refers to a country that A. that is a significant direct source of illicit narcotic or psychotropic drugs or other controlled substances significantly affecting the United States. B. through which are transported such drugs or substances, or states on the 22 country list. Other states on the 22 country list include the Bahamas, Belize, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Panama, Peru, and Venezuela. You understand what I say? So the brother say right now Jamaica are one of them countries there where things are going, things are good on. What them are gonna do with it? You understand? So I guess Jamaican weed compete with the weed growing in the United States. I don't know, I'm just saying. You understand? Rocks and charms. Blessings, my friend. Really and truly appreciate the contribution. I know I think. But speaking about Donald Trump, you know, well, the United States, really, not just Donald Trump. We're seeing a situation, and this video is trending on the channel. You know, say we're trending, yo, Gucci, Prada, I say, oh, teach them cute. Well, rich out here, so we not stay. Ah, boy. This general on the screen, yard man, let him live abroad, man. You understand? Was arrested and held for 82 days after he was found with them 3 bottles here of honey that he had purchased in Jamaica to take back with him to Baltimore because he love honey in him tea. Jamaican man detained in the US for 82 days over honey. Johnny boy said iPhone 10 and a Panasonic. Jamaican Leon Horton likes honey in his tea. See? Which is why, during his Christmas visit to relatives in Jamaica, he made his regular stop and bought 3 bottles from a favorite roadside stand before heading home to Maryland in the United States. Heading home to Maryland before heading back to Maryland. The Washington Post reports that it was a routine purchase for him until he landed at the airport in Baltimore. Customs officers detained Horton and police arrested him, accusing him of smuggling not honey, but liquid methamphetamine or meth. Yeah? Horton spent nearly 3 months in jail before all charges were dropped. But and 2 rounds of law enforcement lab tests showed no controlled substances in the bottle. KB sexy so over FB. Big up yourself. Zane. By then, Horton, who, according to his lawyer, had no criminal record, had lost both of his jobs as a cleaner and a construction worker. They messed up my life, Horton said. I want the world to know that the system is not right. If I did not have strong people around me, they would probably leave me in jail. You are lost in the system. Zane, Tage, was it a regular thing he did every year, carrying on it back home? Yeah, that is what I'm saying. I'm come look for your mother every year, and every year I go up in forward with some honey. You understand? Auntie. Months after his release, he is only now fully rebuilding his life after the setback devastated him and his family of 6 children. Horton's status as a legal permanent resident with a green card complicated his case. Because he was arrested at an airport for alleged drug felonies, his case triggered a federal extended his time in jail, court testimony shows. 20 days after his arrest, a state police lab test looking for drugs in the bottles came up negative. Yet, the 45-year-old father sat behind bars for 2 more months in total before the last charges were dropped after a second all clear in a federal lab test. Someone dropped the ball somewhere, Horton's lawyer Terry Morris said. An innocent man spent 82 days in jail for bringing honey into the United States. So after landing at the Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, somebody was so pissed, claiming that I pronounce that word Thurgood as Thurgood. I don't live in a Baltimore, Maryland. I've never gone to that airport. I don't know how them call it. But based on the little schooling when me get, if me say Thurgood per one page, me go pronounce it like how you look. So sometimes I don't need for bill. You understand? Sometimes I don't come over here so I look relevant and you don't get it family. You understand? I don't claim to be the greatest thing since sliced bread when it comes on to pronunciation. Everything you don't complain about. Like, you don't just not watch your channel then, no man. Miss Claudette Bell Henry, blessings my friend. Thanks for sharing the video. The people them on Facebook just share it street. Big up on yourself. You understand? I'm tired of some owner. Like, everything bad owner. So I wanna come over here for every day, come and watch the channel. I don't come knock on nobody's door and say watch my channel. You choose to watch it. So if something over here affect you, every day you come over here and make a said complaint, then not come over here, brother. Then this Mrs. Smarty earlier say, yo, Panda said video, I say, why you sound so? You don't sound good. But me I say family, me didn't reply. But when me I say still, is if me not sound good, then you just move on to our next channel, brother. Like me not get it. Me not understand. The same set of people them come every day. You understand? XYZ. You just go watch somewhere else, something else. When you as one person come over here, so tell me something now. When 121,000 people say teach, go on a road. Then you don't mean nothing to me. Me I tell you the God Almighty truth, and this is no disrespect. You understand? You see me? So, if 121,000 people say, yo, you shoot. And you come over here and behave like a brute. Then me don't know. One time, you know, star. Alright, move on, you know. You see? So, as me, it's in front of me. After landing, we are nice on people, you know, at Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport. I guess you probably not pronounce it true, but I good as real thing. On December 29 around 10 p.m., U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents detained Horton for more than 2 hours before Maryland Transportation Authority police put him in handcuffs, according to charging documents. Yeah? The bottles with gold-colored screw tops labeled honey in his bag, they told him had tested positive in a drug field test for methamphetamine. Horton fainted. Police took him to hospital and then they took him to jail. Every year for the nearly 10 years since Horton has been living in Prince George's County, the native of Jamaica travels to the island in December to visit his mother. The green card holder never had any problem returning to Maryland until last year when a canine unit started sniffing around his bag. Horton and Morris contended he was stereotyped because of his race. Authorities, Horton's lawyer said, questioned him about a big Jamaican gang and drug dealing conspiracy. I am 100% sure I don't have drugs, Horton recalled, insisting to agents. What a rough situation. Imagine spending 82 days in a prison for 3 bottles of honey. It's like the honey turns sour. You understand? And them things. But in this thing, I know say when I see it in the article, but I would, if I was a betting man, you see, I would bet so there's a lawsuit pending. This man have a lot of money to get if him really push this thing. Based on, I am no legal expert, but based on some things. You understand? Him stand to eat a food if, because the man would have lost his jobs. So loss of earning, for one, him supposed to can recoup some things. So I suppose the lawyer probably a job some documents to file wrongful arrest lawsuit or loss of earning lawsuit or some lawsuit. You understand? So right now, may I pray say Sir Horton probably, you know, I sit down and I chuckle to himself from time to time. You understand? You see me? How you have to do that? How you have to test honey? See? And first thing, you know, remember, you know, alright, so them do the field test and them say it register for methamphetamine. Yeah? Liquid meth. Fine. There was a police lab test which came back negative. And after that come back negative, them still detain the man for about 2 more months. Eh? And it took another test for them release the man. Yo. Right now people that may travel with honey, be careful. I said, good as I'm going to spend 92 days. You know why? You understand? No wise at all. Yes, sir. Yeah, test. That was there. That is what they first did. Oh. I think it was actually like, you know, deep sitting in an onion, like, you understand? You get one reading pan sitting there, one strip change color or something. I don't know. You see? So it kind of rough still, but to try our place, we have to just be careful. You understand? So that way still. But me I figure say him probably I go eat a food if him push this still. You understand? Sad situation. Imagine you get arrested for 82 days with 3 bottles of honey. Eh? Yo. That must traumatizing, brother. You see me? That look like the real kind of honey. I not tell you honey just look rich. You understand? Them say if you ever met liquid meth. They say it was a lamb to the slaughter. Well, I guess they are no lamb to the slaughter. Cause if a liar they know him I do a problem in a dance. You remember a Jamaican brother we get how much $1 million, I think about 15 million US dollar or more for some accident situation and thing. But they do that story there, but I don't remember it a long time. Yeah. Bloody Row leaves uncle dead. Nephew hospitalized with chop wounds. A squabble between an uncle and a nephew in Newlands, Portmore, St. Catherine on Thursday resulted in one being shot dead by the other and one hospitalized with serious injuries. The deceased man has been identified as Delroy Newville of Newlands in Portmore, Newville. His reported killer, his nephew, remains hospitalized with chop wounds he received during the bloody family row. Reports are that sometime after 3 p.m., a heated argument developed between the two male relatives, which later escalated into a violent clash where Newville is said to have used a machete to inflict chop wounds to sections of his nephew's upper body. Reportedly, in retaliation, an illegal firearm was said to have been used by the nephew to shoot his uncle. The police, who were on patrol in the area, assisted the two wounded men to hospital, where Newville died, or Newville. It kind of spelled weird. Nueville. Newville. I think that's how it's pronounced. While his nephew was admitted for treatment, the Portmore police are continuing their probe into the incident. Whoa. Imagine them a family. Yeah, man. Ah, boy. Study your friend, them. Cause them a study you. Say, brother, have a song named Rupert. Blouse and skirt Rupert. On screen is Pastor Rupert Clark. So after more than 2 years, the Moravian Church has apologized to Rupert Clark victims. So the Moravian Church is apologizing for its response to the conduct of one of its pastors, Rupert Clark, who is serving an 8-year prison sentence after pleading guilty to 2 counts of having sex with a minor. The apology comes more than 2 years after Clark was caught with a 15-year-old girl in what the police described as a compromising position on a secluded road in the rural community of Austin in St. Elizabeth. It was also revealed at the time that he had been sexually involved with 2 of the girl's sisters, one of whom was also a minor, and that one of the teens had a baby for him. The church's apology comes a week after Nationwide News aired a special follow-up feature, Surviving Rupert Clark, that was the title, in which it was revealed that the Moravian Church had yet to reach out to or apologize to the family. President of the Moravian Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. You see? This lady here, sir. Yeah. So, President of the Moravian Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, Reverend Phyllis Seymour Smith, was scheduled to speak with Nationwide recently, I think day before yesterday, following the backlash the church has been receiving for its handling of the Rupert Clark case and the family of victims left behind. However, Reverend Smith abruptly cancelled the interview at the last minute. This sounded familiar, like a deja vu. Somebody promised you an interview and cancel for you. Yeah, boy. Instead, she and the church then published a half-page ad in the Gleaner newspaper in which they apologized. The person never published no ad in the newspaper, then go up on our next channel. Yo, well, so be here still. It begins, we write with a message that is long overdue. The Moravian Church has been rocked to its core by the conduct of a pastor of the church who pleaded guilty to a dastardly act. No one wants to believe the worst about someone who has always seemed to show their best. But silence is never an acceptable response. Oh, you talk about the principal from the Manning School. Facing the issue publicly is appropriate, particularly when, as a church, you are held in high esteem. This is where we failed you, and most regrettably, the victims. There are things we could have done differently, given a second opportunity to communicate our response to this tragedy. Unfortunately, we cannot. There is no satisfactory explanation for us not being publicly forthright in condemning it earlier than now. For this, we unreservedly apologize. It continues by saying they have been in touch with the family and are praying for their physical and spiritual healing. It also says the Moravian Church considers exploitation of the most vulnerable as particularly heinous, and they support the punishment of the guilty to the fullest extent of the law. The letter goes on to ask for forgiveness from the public, saying they know that their statement is 2 years late, but that they have learned invaluable lessons. It also outlines steps they have taken to prevent reoccurrence. These include a child care and protection policy, as well as an independent commission to investigate all allegations of inappropriate behavior of past and current members of the church. Additionally, it says they have had psychological and psychometric testing to their recruitment process and develop compulsory training for all persons who are slated to participate as counselors in their annual summer camps. The letter ends by saying, this has been a defining moment in the church's history and one that will shape their future. Me just Jack Mandura, so me get it, so me tell you. You understand what I say? Communication follow-up results in shorter JCF applicants turn away. So there was a news release. Well, there was some information in the news recently that said that the JCF in its recruitment drive will forego the normal parameters that determines who can apply in terms of height and weight for males and females and qualification and subjects. So they're on a recruitment drive in Western Jamaica, and after that release was published in the newspapers, a number of persons would have gone and found out that they were actually still operating with the old parameters, and as such, persons were turned away. Yeah? Peyton Place, big up yourself, keep up the good work. Bless up. Man, that's respecting a brother. You know, I appreciate that something, you know. You see me? So, you know, communication follow-up results in shorter JCF applicants turned away. So, several persons who turned out for Thursday's Hanover leg of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces recruitment drive were turned away due to miscommunication regarding adjusted height and weight restrictions for new applicants. Earlier this week, this lovely lady here, Sharon B. Put, the commanding officer for Hanover, told the Gleaner newspaper that the JCF was opening its doors to shorter recruits as it looks to enlist hundreds of young persons from Western Jamaica. Male applicants must be at least 5 feet 5 inches in height and weigh no less than 130 pounds. Man, I don't want no featherweight. The females must be at least 5 feet 3 inches tall and weigh at least 120 pounds. Beeput said, well, she had said that earlier in the week, the height and weight have been waived from the normal 5 feet 7 inches and 135 pounds for men and 5 feet 5 inches and 125 pounds for women. However, those who turned up falling below the original restrictions had their dreams dashed when they were excluded from the exercise. She said, I acted on the directive I was given that the height and weight would be modified. So I was surprised when I learned that it was the old protocol that was used and that several persons were turned away, Beeput said. I want to publicly apologize to the many persons who were turned away, and I can understand their disappointment. I acted on the information that I was given. So while I was blameless in that regard, I am nonetheless disappointed that persons turned up and were turned away. So the JCF recruiting officer who supervised the exercise, Superintendent Enid Ross Stewart, I think Enid Ross Stewart is also aligned to Sissoko, you know. Zane? Said on Thursday that some potential recruits were being turned away when they turned up at the Russies High School in Lucy. She said it was not bad, as they would have seen over 200 persons who have already registered when the exercise would have gotten on the way. She said that they had turned back quite a few because of their height and shortage of subjects. So the matriculation requirement is for 4 CXC subjects, and you must have English language. Yeah? According to the recruitment officer, all the parishes in Era 1, which comprises Trelawney, St. James, and Hanover and Westmoreland, are to have recruitment drives as the JCF looks to beef up its numbers in short order. The truth is we have done recruitment drives in Westmoreland and St. James since this year. So we have been in Era 1 twice already. Westmoreland was not bad. St. James was a disaster. But Hanover is looking good. And I am really proud to be here to see the turnout, she said. So, them things there. You understand? It has a year so. She said that the JCF would be staging an exposition in Era 1 on the last Saturday in October at a venue to be announced. Following that, a recruitment exercise would be staged in Trelawney. We are really seeking to find 5,000 members to join the JCF, to really bring it to its establishment numbers, and to fill the attrition rate. So by 2022, we hope to have our established numbers of 16,000 members, the recruitment officer said. Ross Stewart said that in order to ensure that only persons of sound character are recruited, the JCF is using a rigorous vetting process with intensive background checks and several stages of screening. And we are seeking to find the best persons to serve Jamaica, Miss Ross Stewart stated. Yeah. So I'm glad for you so some people are turning out of the recruitment drive them. You understand? Because the four shot, you know some people are left for force. It's like how teacher, nurse and doctors and them things. The only people them now left for politicians. Everybody else are left except the politician. Them. You know see what I go on. The people them we really need to leave, not going anywhere. And the doctors and lawyers and the teachers them and the engineers them. Them people they are cut. But a politician not gonna. Sad. So from I see them picture, you know say problem. Here comes trouble. Here comes the danger. Come the youth. I recruit soldier for the cockpit army. Yo. As I said Friday night, my conclusion, probably premature, is that talk as with me, puff and puff as with me, demonstrate as with me, quarrel as with me, mining will inevitably take place in what we have come to know as the cockpit country. Yeah? Not the cockpit country protected area as they have been vehemently stating say with no mining will take place there. No? That local part there where them say no mining now go on. We attack the cockpit country as we would have grown up to know it. The cockpit country. So all of them places there, from Jacksontown everywhere to and look. If we not say Jackson, yo, why me not turn on that something for sure no? The most cursor and anything. From Jackson Town up here, so Zane is a so see the main road from Jackson Town right up to Ulster Spring here, so into Albert Town. Everywhere to the east or to the right of the main road from Jackson Town is potentially going to be mined. All of that area. You understand? So you know, probably the most vocal person in the fight against mining in the Cockpit country is a gentleman who I would have done a series of videos interviewing over the past week. You understand? I think he is in 4 videos on the channel speaking about the Cockpit country, from the history and the geography of the Cockpit country to the Naranda government history situation of the Cockpit country to alternatives to mining the Cockpit country and political representatives, and also about the fight to protect the Cockpit country. Yeah? Storm brews over the Cockpit country, and this is an article that was posted in the Observer or the Gleaner, one of them 2 places. Because you will hear say me right here and inside things, you know. So let me state that. Zane, so storm clouds. It's gonna be a storm around here. And there's a radio station, something that is not mine. Next thing you hear say me right them. Storm clouds are once again gathering over Jamaica's biodiversity rich and ecologically sensitive Cockpit country, as environmental and community stakeholders dig in their heels to prevent bauxite mining in the area. This is so as Special Mining License 173, see there? SML 173, has been granted to Noranda Bauxite Partners, who 51% of which is owned by the government of Jamaica. Let me read all of this like what the article says, because I don't want mislead nobody, you know. This is so as Special Mining Lease 173 in blue has been granted to Noranda Jamaica Bauxite Partners, 51% of which is owned by the government. Yeah? So it was given to Noranda by the Mines and Geology Division for a section of the Cockpit country landscape that the stakeholders insist is too close for comfort to the area to be designated under the law as Cockpit country protected area. So see there, you know, see 173 there, you know, right in our living room at the protected area, as them call it, you know. When 173, 172 and 165 should have been, well, say 172 and 173 should have been in the protected area, eh? At least, but alright. Further, they say this was done in the absence of an environmental impact assessment, which was only recently completed, and the report submitted to the National Environment and Planning Agency. All of this would have come out in the interviews them still. So Prime Minister Andrew Holness in Parliament on November 21st, 2017, Zane, said that the boundary of the Cockpit country would be the one described by Paris Louis Jr. 2005 report. So, that is the boundary that is in red. However, as reflected in an August 11, 2019 opinion piece from stakeholders, including the Jamaica Environment Trust and the Southern Trelawney Environmental Agency, that boundary excludes a compound. You understand? So, a compound, you know, the famous maroon village of a compound is not in the protected area. You understand? Not only that, Maroon Town, see Maroon Town here is outside the red line there, so yo, I can't even point on my screen, I couldn't see. You see it? So more Maroon Town and a compound are not a part of the boundary of the protected area. Neither is Coffee Ridge, Quashes, River Sink, and Mahogany Hall. See? So all of those places were places where the Maroons would have settled. Alright. So this morphological definition excludes Maroon heritage and Jamaican history, they said. As for the CCPA, the Prime Minister said at the time that it would include existing forest reserves, significant hydrological and ecological features, and cultural and heritage sites. Yet a compound, Maroon Town, Coffee Ridge, Mahogany Hall, and Quashes River Sink would have been excluded. This area comprises approximately 74,726 hectares. So at this, see the area there, that are the 74,000 hectares. The Prime Minister went on to promise that the government is declaring that no mining will be permitted in the Cockpit Country Protected Area. In this regard, the Mining Act and any existing mining licenses will be amended to close these areas to mining. Look where 173 there to the area, so this is even a better representation, yeah? The government is of the view that this area is too valuable in terms of its ecological and hydrological importance and uniqueness to allow mining, which may result in permanent and irreversible harm and deprive future generations of the benefit of this natural asset. While we forego the extraction of millions of tons of high-grade bauxite and limestone with potential earnings of billions of US dollars, we cannot put a price tag on the loss of our water resources and biodiversity, wholeness added. STEA, which is the Southern Trelawney Environmental Agency boss, which is my very good friend by now, Mr. Hugh Dixon. You understand? So STEA boss and long-time champion for the Cockpit Country's protection, Hugh Dixon, said stakeholders now want the entire boundary revisited. As a matter of fact, this is what them want the boundary to be. This is the boundary me agree with. So the whole of them place here, so you see them have Alps and Ulster Spring and Wait a Bit and Laurie Mears and Anian Town and Bryant's Castle and Gibraltar and Madras Round, so and none of them places I protect all of them places, you know, stand to be minded, you know, because them in this, you know, them in a SML 173, 172 and in some instances 165. I want to see what I go on in the dance. You understand? So the boss, you know, Sir Hugh Dixon, say them want the entire boundary to be revisited. That me say to sir. We want them to withdraw the license. Simple maths. Revisit the boundary of the Cockpit Country and make it be the full landscape represented by the Cockpit Country stakeholders group that is protected. You understand what I say? Yeah? Alright. The Cockpit Country Stakeholders Group boundary takes in St. Anne, St. Elizabeth, St. James, and Trelawney, and is estimated to deny, listen to this, the Cockpit Country Protected Area, well, the communities them that the stakeholders want to be incorporated would deny the government and Noranda access to some 300 million tons of bauxite with a value of US $9 billion in earning. That is what is at stake. So all of Sawyers and Alps and Ulster Spring and Albert Town and Waitabit and Larimeres and Anian Town and all of the local place here where they make up 173, 172 and 165 is estimated to have deposits of aluminum, of bauxite, some 300 million tons with a value of 9 billion Jamaican dollars. 9 billion US dollars. Sorry. We were of the view that the Prime Minister's presentation in 2017 was a kind of conclusion to the business of the cockpit country. Even if the boundary the Prime Minister presented was to be presented as the core protected area to be followed by a buffer, we would not have minded. We would not have minded. So, what Mr. Dixon say here, so, Zane, and this is an important point. Wrong thing. He's saying the boundary in red, if that boundary was being established as the core cockpit country, you can't go in this one at all. He would have been okay with that. However, what he also wanted was for a buffer zone to be created around the core. None of that not involved. You understand what I say? So places like Chesterfield and Catadupa and Cambridge and all of them places there out in a coal. You understand? Moko and them place. You understand? Zane Garlands and them place there. Magatti, Appleton. You see me? So Ipswich. So you know, a man said them wouldn't mind if that was a thing. But to come to the realization that the mining area is juxtaposed against the CCP was a surprise. So this is basically what the man say here saying. He must say, to find out, say, this are the protected area as per the government, and then SML 173 there, yes, sir? Then that make no sense. Yeah. We expected, based on all that was discussed, that we would protect something and then negotiate what was left. The trick is that the so-called CCP, which is the Cockpit Country Protected Area, is really a diagram of the cockpit country that is leaving out a lot of what we know as the cockpit country to facilitate it being mined out. So what I'm basically says that this year was designed leaving out areas of interest to the bauxite people them for mine. That is basically what the man say. Next thing you're going to hear me say this about. Me just read the article. Zane? So all the man simply say, in his honest opinion, the boundary that was established as the cockpit country protected area was so designed, excluding some important places like SML 173, 172 and 165 to facilitate mining interests. Simple maths. Lawless say, whoa, that's a lot of money to change. The Prime Minister's mind. We can talk all we want. 9 billion is a lot of carrots. Only God can stop the greed. But Lawless, if you're there earlier and you're there Friday night, me don't say, in my honest opinion, it's just a matter of time. You understand? It's just a matter of time. As a matter of fact, mining is slated to start on the 19th of September. So make we see what happen. And if on the 19th of September, in my honest opinion, it will be some another time. The wheels are in motion, the plans are in motion. As a matter of fact, the boundary marking has not stopped. It is on in earnest. When I went to Trelawney last week, land agency vehicles, you could see them every minute swishing past, very busy, marking off the boundary. So there's no stopping to facilitate no discussion, no renegotiation. A full speed ahead. You understand what I mean? And thing. What Chad Murdoch talk about? Chad, what you talk? I don't understand. What you mean me a move? What? Jiggery. I don't even know what that mean. You understand? And thing. Zin? So you know, I can move on. The fear, Dixon said, is that the invaluable ecosystem services of the cockpit country could be undermined. It's not could. It will be. They include area as a source of fresh water for some 40% of the population in the face of a changing climate that could undermine water security. A home for some 1,500 rare and endemic species of flora and fauna, including the giant swallowtail butterfly and the Jamaican yellow snake, and a source of local livelihoods including tourism and agriculture. Ah boy. So JET Chief Executive Officer Susan Stanley, this is Miss Stanley right here, so. On the soon there. Zane agreed. She said, we acknowledged the Prime Minister has promised there will be no mining in the CCP and trust that the government will stand by that. But there are these large sections of cockpit country that have been left out of the protected area that do need to be protected from mining. Common sense that again, she maintained. These are ecologically sensitive. They are important for the hydrology of Western Jamaica, for the hydrology of a cockpit country. They are home to many cockpit country communities who do not want mining and who have made it clear that they do not want mining in their communities. The risk is really too great to public health, the environment and livelihoods of the people who live there. Yeah? So, as I said, and I hope I am wrong, it's just a matter of time. So, Mr. Dixon has been speaking as much as he can, sharing the knowledge as much as he can. He has been vocal, he has been persistent, he has made suggestions, he has given alternatives. Poor Mr. Dixon, I feel for him. You understand what I say? And thing. Mr. Dixon is very passionate. Mr. Dixon operates the cockpit country tours as well. I would have brought some students there about 2 or 3 years ago where we visited the printed circuit cave and thing. So, I don't know. So JET STEA, as I said, STEA is the Southern Trelawney Environmental Agency. They have been fighting. The Maroons have been saying no mining, but I don't know what the Maroon position is. And we hear a lot of talk about autonomy within the Maroon villages and communities and stuff. So I don't know. I am working on having the Maroon chief, having a sit down with the Maroon chief from a compound to hear his take on the store and the thing, what are the options, who have they had consultations with and them something there. Zane, but and then the opposition is weak. You see them not really make much noise about it because the reality is that the Noranda license was issued by a PNP administration, so it would be really and truly counterintuitive for the PNP to really get up and say much. But despite that, they should get up and say things if they don't agree. Because the reality is that there are people in the People's National Party now who were not a part of the People's National Party back in 2004. So what them people that stand on this? You understand what I say? I not hear them people, some I don't know. You see me? I am sure that there are persons in the Jamaica Labour Party who are in disagreement with mining in the cockpit country, but are they brave enough to come out and say it? I don't think so. You understand? So, are them things there? You see me? So, added to that, NEPA has briefed the municipal corporations on proposed cockpit country protected area. So a ramp, it think a ramp up, and on a peeps. You understand what I say? I think I get bigger than small people like myself, you know. You understand? So, 14 representatives from municipal corporations in Trelawney, St. Anne, St. James, Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth participated in a briefing on the proposed cockpit country protected area on Wednesday at the National Environment and Planning Agency's head office. The meeting was convened to brief mayors, chief executive officers, and other senior municipal representatives on the process adopted by the government in declaring the proposed CCPA boundaries, explain the accompanying initiatives and actions for areas outside of the boundary, provide information and clarification on mandatory environmental impact assessment and archaeological impact assessment, and the plans to develop and implement a management plan for the area. Peter Knight, who is a gentleman on screen, who is NEPA Chief Executive Officer and Government Town Planner, who chaired the meeting, stated that the government, led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, is to be credited with providing leadership, and working diligently in partnership with the key environmental and planning agency and departments and other stakeholders in collectively agreeing on a boundary referred to as the Cockpit Country Protected Area. I have to take off a glass warrior style, brother. Make sure I see right out and one eye them. You understand? I'm kind of weak, I want to sleep, but I just have double check so I see right. You understand? The briefing included a presentation on the CCPA, highlighting its significance and raising awareness of the proposed CCPA as a non-mining zone as designated by the Cabinet. Following the presentation, representatives from the municipal corporations sought clarification on issues regarding the CCPA, including the consideration in the definition of the proposed boundary and progress of the on-ground verification or ground truthing process to outline the boundary. So listen to this now. We are glad for this meeting so that we can relay these facts to our councillors. There is a lot of misinformation and the people have the right to be informed properly, said Trelawney Mayor Colin Granger. We do applaud the bold move by the Prime Minister to identify the boundary. Other mayors expressed similar sentiments, and Mr. Granger, big up yourself. And yes, bold move, but the boundary not done, family. That is what we are saying. Alps and also Spring and Sawyers and them place in a boundary, and them place their Cockpit Country boundary. That is what we are saying, brother. You understand? Yeah. Other mayors expressed similar sentiments. Yeah, the political representatives, saying that the briefing was overdue and that they were now placed in a better position to assist with the dialogue on the CCPA. And we keep on, you see, that's one of the things here annoy the hell out of me, We keep on hearing this CCPPA business. Yes, we are fully aware of what the CCPA means and where they. We know that the CCPA means the Cockpit Country Protected Area. We get that. We might dunce, but we get that. You understand? And we been at here, so no mining now take place in this. We get that. We get that. We hear that. the bone of contention is that communities that share almost identical geology with the area that has been confined as the CCPA have been excluded. And all the people, them have said, the stakeholders, is that these communities should be incorporated in any protected boundary. That is all the people them are asking, you know? All the people them are ask, them are going like say the people them are ask to the world. That is not what the people them are ask, sir. We know say the CCPA there. We not that dance family. So we keep on sing the same song CC. And no mining, wait, whatever. We get that after we not dance. What the people are having an issue with is the fact that some communities that have been known as cockpit country communities from the devil was a boy has been excluded. Communities where they fall in a SML 173 that would have been given to Naranda to mine without an environmental assessment, impact assessment done. These communities are communities like Sawyers, Jacksontown, Alps, Ulster Spring, Gibraltar, and them places there. All the people them must say, yes, good, there's a protected area. However, the protected area should be bigger. But we keep what you hear them talk about there is misinformation. What the misinformation, the family, all the people, we've been here from 2017, say the cockpit country protected area is that. All the people them must say, no mining, no for go on a 173, 172 and 165 because them placed there too close to the cockpit country protected area, and them community there a cockpit country community from the beginning of time, and them no wanna mine in them place. And then for hear the political representatives them now comes, but politicians can only be one thing, you know, politicians. Politicians can only be politicians. You see? The thing hurt me, man. Like we keep on sing the same song like people are fool. Yes, they have seen us for fools for decades now. But people not so fool again, family. You understand? And yes, there is a protected area. And yes, as what them said, there will be no mining. But the issue is not that. The issue is that the protected area is too small. The issue is that you claim that you protect this area now and you go and mine right on the edge of the protected area. That can't make no sense. And then now when people talk, you hear so we attack people personally. You hear so we have innuendo. You hear so we discredit people work. You hear so we defame people. Eh? Because somebody don't fit talk. So we keep on sing this song every day. We're not deaf. We're not blind. We get it. So there's a cockpit country protected area. That in itself is not even so much the issue. The issue is that it is too small. The issue is that many of the communities that are cockpit country communities that share the same geology, the same geological profile as the protected area, and there may be some differences in probably the type of limestone and the closeness of the karst landscape, and some of the cars probably open up and you have some flatlands in between. But the reality is that they are not far removed from the landscape in the protected area. You cannot tell me say you protect. You can't tell me say you protect that area there and you go mine there, so. It's like you say, you build a wall around your house to keep out gunman. But then now, you buy a gun put over your wall out here, so. Then somebody over here will get shot eventually. So the thing where annoy me the most is this same song every day. The Cockpit country protected area and no mining will take place there. Yes, yes, we hear that. We get that. We understand that. But uno want the people them here and uno not listen to the people them. How can you protect this area and then you go mine there, sir? Them claims that them look up areas are buffer zone. How can these areas act as buffer zone for a protected area when you go mine right cross the fence there, sir? But there's misinformation out there. And now we can speak from a position of being informed. Better position to assist with the dialogue. We applaud the bold move by the Prime Minister to identify the boundary. Political representative. Who are political representative representing? Them own interest. They don't represent the... Why may I tell us here? Representatives from partner state entities including the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Water Resources Authority, and the Rural Agricultural Development Authority were present at the briefing to respond to queries. After extensive consultations and deliberations, the area designated as a proposed Cockpit Country Protected Area was announced in Parliament on November 21st, 2017 by the Prime Minister. We established that 1 million donkey years ago, you know. You understand? But the reality is that, come on, man. Come on, man. People, yo, look what the protected area there, and look where SML 173 there. SML 173 is just on the border of the protected area. How can you expect to mine there, so, and not affect them area based on the type of rocks present in the Cockpit country, which are limestone rocks? Means that them permeable. Means that them allow water to enter and pass through. So it means that whatever happen here, so, seeing any runoff you have will eventually affect them place here. Like, ah, boy. I'm tired now. God no, I'm tired to talk about it. You understand? I'm tired to talk about it. And what I think disheartening to is that as me I reason with Mr. Dixon and say, brother, 3/4 of the people them should be interested in this, not interested in. You understand? So right now, the odds are against the fight. All the people them want is that the boundary fi incorporate 173, 172, not even so much 165, you know. All the people them really want is 173 and 172 to be left alone. I ask Mr. Dixon, I not see the political representative them. I not see where I went last week. Most of the communities that I would have visited are communities represented under the constituency where Miss Marisa Dalrymple Filbert is the MP. When you ask the people them not see her, then you hear not from her. Where the council them there? Yo. Even if you in your heart of hearts know say mining still go on, put on a show for the people them, man. At least show say you care for the people them have to say. The MP was not elected to represent The Prime Minister, you know? The MP was elected to represent the people. Eh? I said to Mr. Dixon again, but Mr. Dixon, you and me know, so come next election, the whole of your friend them are going to vote for the same people them. Yo, more time I ask some people some question, I don't know, you know. I guess that's why they're afraid to talk to me still. Because I just going to answer the question, and I'm not business who you be. If I have a question, I'm going to ask you a question. Then you decide if you're going to answer yeah or nay. But me, I'm going to answer the question and me feel like me want to ask. You see, as Johnny, I said, the whole like Amazon they on fire right now. You understand? I look at rain must have fall yesterday or the day before yesterday. Kind of slow down. Deforestation has been affecting the Amazon for donkey years. I came across some info one of them times say an estimated 80 football fields of forest, full-size football field of forest, is removed from the Amazon on a weekly basis. But you know a thing go? Two party but at the same sad song them a play. Poor people money lean back and rock away. Them raise everything from Isle to Craveney, but all them no raise up. Everybody pay. Ah boy. Me nah watch no Facebook no more pardon. Enough drugs money there at Cherry Garden. Enough individual society applauding. You can ask anybody where them get them starting. Enough politician take the donation. So enough criminal will never see a station. Never see a, not even a courthouse. And every Sunday you see them take the boat out. Not court resort and car dealership. The construction company, they just don't legit. Them use it take the money. Turn it around. When they kick back them coming, the government delighted. So, police cancel operation. Cause no real bad man now go station. Cause when you check the situation, a blood money run the nation. Come take a look in a Jamaica, Injustice in the place now, Well, why you see not really face you? Then you are the problem we face too. Yo. When get a youth a go rich, eh? When friends a go stop switch, eh? When weed a go legal, eh? When some big top man in a society a go start roll with her, eh? What them a go do for poor people? The road can hold so much. Before rich man go to heaven, do me can use a camel tread a nigga. Yo, peace be. I got me better answer. Because I'm not sure if I will live to see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. The wicked people work is taking off like an arrow. I wonder if I will see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold, gunmen strike bold. Wicked people work is taking off. I'm not afraid to die, but pray to live until death. It's not hard for you to guess what will happen next. Takes and pain, works of ungodliness. Enough no know why them all live, that's why them want to hurt the flesh. Who are they? Tell me what they represent. I struggle with fear as an experience. Oh, them do them dirty works to which I resent. And no one but them have to face the consequence and build walls instead of bridges with ridicule. You know But as I trod the wrong road, because the vessel of the iniquity never yet full. I wonder if I will see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows, bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. The wicked people work is taking off. It could be you, it could be I to how them set them system. Teach. Can we buy the trees and turn it into mulch and sell it back to the rich people, them up on Narbrook and all those uptown people that's going to make money? Brother, you know, I mean, even you know, there have been an initiative to plant must say 1 million trees in Jamaica. I see where the government is touting 3 million trees. 1 tree for every Jamaican. And you know, me I wonder if this revamped initiative is to soften the blow of the destruction that will be meted out on parts of the Cockpit country. More to come on that. We look into it. You understand? We look into it. So peeps, a portion of things are going, but we are keep calm in the storm. You understand? Yeah, man. Because the darkest part of the night is just before dawn. Yo, Clip Cartel. What's going on here? My first time tuning in. You know, it's a live stream family where we are talking about some things we have at Jamaica. You understand what I say? All heap of little things that go on in the yard. You see, you know, I try to edify the people in my yard and abroad. You see me? Because from poor people, Babylon no stop jack yard. You understand? And when you check it out, them I get rich, and for poor people, life I get hard. Peeps, big up on yourself. Yeah, so I say, you know, we do this on a Friday 7:30 p.m. and a Sunday 5:30 p.m. You know what thing go. Don't look for it. Get book for it. You understand what I say? And thing. The call-in stream will be on a Wednesday. Probably about 8 o'clock in the night, about 1-2 hours. Because you know we have work. You understand? I think we soon gone back to work. You see it? And thing. Wish me never have to do that. But at the reality that them something there. So we're there, peeps. The fight bigger than people think. The struggle realer than what people think. You understand? But we are going to hold it. You see? Because we don't grow like no fool, you know. We grow rough. You understand what I say? We grow rough. You see me? We not frightened so easy. All when you're rolling with the army, that no scare we. We represent the people. Aye. Yo. You see me? And thing. But you look, you know, say we wouldn't just declare that so in a public, brother. You know that still. You know what thing go. You understand? I know people know, but you see me, you have to just certain things you just keep on the left and things still. You see it? Peeps, big up on yourself. I don't know what to tell you now. As I say earlier, in reflection on the country for the past week, I am disheartened. I am heartbroken. I am saddened. I am concerned to see the state that we are in as a people, socially, morally. Zane, we now get entertainment out of things that are immoral, out of things that are not in keeping with values, out of things that once were frowned upon, out of things that cannot mean us or the nation any good. The moral fabric of the society continues to be eroded. The values of the nation continues to degrade. Our acceptance for crap continues to broaden. Us standing up for what is right continues to decline, and positivity is being overrun and trodden upon by negativity. And when you try to stand out in the crowd, you are ostracized. You are seen as being bad mind, fighting against people. You understand? And we sit idly by as the country gets worse. And I will not sit here and pretend that there's nothing good going on here. I would be lying. You understand? But the good is not highlighted. We are more into pushing negative things. You understand? The more negative the video is, the more share it get. The positive stories are backbenched and thrown under the bed, and they never reach the light of day. But make it negative. It depends on everybody's phone. And everybody has share it. You understand what I say? But right now, all me feel about thing is just like a waste by brother. You understand? But just provide some info to some people when me know reach a realization that them can really depend upon the information here as being credible. You see me? And it help pay the bills. But the real fight bigger than any one person. See? The real fight will take the entire Jamaican population that is of well-thinking people to effect change. Then, based on how bad things are, this change will take probably the next decade for really and truly bear fruits. That is how bad the situation is. That is how eroded and degraded some situations are in this country. Zane? But all is not lost. And as our grandparents used to tell me, once there's life, there's hope. Done. But is there a will to change? Is the persons who have the ability to effect change still interested in effecting change? Are they willing to stay the course, remain patient and consistent? That's the next story. You understand? The brain drain situation is on in earnest. The persons who have the skill set and the capabilities to uplift this country are leaving left, right, and center. And the people them who need to leave now are going away. You understand what I say? So, it rough, peeps. Like, I am at ground zero. Many of you guys are watching from the diaspora. This is ground zero. You're not pretty. You understand? And some things you have to see with your own eyes to believe it. If somebody did tell me, I would have say a lie. But me I see it with my own eye. You understand what I say? Rough. You understand? I have been in a reflective state, a pensive state for a little while. And when I really analyze the thing, it's disheartening, brother. You see me? And I now fault or blame nobody who will leave the country. And that me I tell you. Because we really are work for out here too. Eh? As a teacher, I can tell you say it don't make no sense, brother. Financially, it don't make no sense. We can find money for how much things a politician and everything good, but for teachers and doctors and lawyers and nurses and engineers, the money not did it. But we can have situation where we vet and we guard now, we paint and we help and everybody eat food, but other civil servants have to abandon them belly and a suck salt through wooden spoon. You understand what I say? But at the end of the day, The people of this country are responsible because we are the ones who would have allowed certain things to transcend generations because of our partisan and political allegiances, partisan ways and political allegiances. We are the one who keep running behind these people as if we are serving them when they are in fact serving us. We have placed them and elevated them on pedestals. You understand? And turned some of them into demigods. And lost sight of the fact that these people are serving us. We not serve them. But they now have become the masters and we the servants. And we live our lives in servitude to the masters when they should be serving us. When did we get here? Some of these politicians are so arrogant, you can't say nothing to them. Man, one of them good as box in your face. They have become demigods because we have emboldened and empowered them, making them believe that we are to serve them when they are to be serving us. Peeps, I got my better now. Big up on yourself. I just said everybody will have a wonderful and productive week. I kind of start going back to school, to work this week, periodically. No, next week a full-fledged thing. You understand? I may be honest with you now. I'm telling this already, I'm telling this again. I am not enthused. You understand? I am not enthused. It's just that I'm not going to shortchange the nation's children. If I am in it, I'm just going to put my all in it until I'm not in it no more. But I'm not enthused. For so many different reasons. But for now, it is what it is. The bills have to be paid. You understand? And them something there. And we'll try to reach a few more youths for as long as we can. Try to effect some change at that level there as long as we can. But desire is not there anymore. You see me? If I know one thing is the next, the youth them is a problem, parents them is a problem, the system is a problem, the government is a problem, the communities are a problem. Like, but one of them things, you see me? And trust me when I tell you, say, most teachers that I know feel the same exactly what me feel. This is just me reflecting their thoughts. You see me? And enough of them are planning for leave. Many of them would have left already for the summer. And many more are planning for leave. And it not gonna stop. Many more nurses will leave. Many more police officers will leave. Many more doctors will leave. Many more engineers will leave. Many more skilled workers will leave. Because there's no appreciation here. There's no respect here. You understand? And mark you, as I say, I can't say there's nothing good going on. But there's not enough good going on. And yes, we know things take time. But we have been independent, or so we say, for 57 years. Half a century and counting. How much more time we need for tech to reach certain places? Country have done it that are far younger than us. Couple, I not even know sometime, God know. Like, make we see. You see? Make we see again. Like, me normally have classes, extra classes on Saturdays, brother. Free of cost, every Saturday. You understand? So, I don't necessarily think I need for do nothing more. Like, me have extra classes during the week, again, free of cost. Like, there comes a point where me just can't give no more. To me, I have been doing this thing for years, giving off myself. Me used to have extra class sometimes all on Sunday, brother. So it means I may have me teach 7 days a week. You understand what I say? So then now, when me get little time for myself, for my family, and it don't make no sense. You see me? A whole heap of little things. See me I say? A whole heap of little things. It's just that we know say we only reach here, so if we never have teachers who they see things in a way and push we and guide we. So we just try to do that for some youths. You understand what I say? We always enjoy doing that. As I said, the reason why I became a teacher was to be to some youths what especially my geography teacher, Mr. Carlington Johnson, was to me. And to us as young, poor, rural kids. He was a friend. He was a brother, a mentor, a disciplinarian. You understand? But above all, he did believe in a way. So that was my motivation. I always wanted to be that to some youths. Because somebody was that to me. But I think I do it long enough. I think I've gone above and beyond for many years. You see me? So, I don't know. Normally when I keep extra class for money class, a $500 to $1,000 hour, and then I give off myself free 2-3 hours on a Saturday, every Saturday, sometime on Sunday, sometime on a Wednesday in the week too. You understand what I say? So we've been to do this, we don't just start this, You understand? But then the system not designed for people like me anymore. See me? Teachers have no rights anymore. The only persons in the education system that have rights are the students. And me not saying a system where me and a youth in a school and me can talk to him. Because me not disrespect no youth. I always learn when me refer to the youths, I say gents. When me talk to the girls, I say females. Gentlemen and females. When I go in my class and them stand up, I say ladies, you may be seated. Gents, you may be seated. Me not walk past the youth, them and say morning. You understand what I say? So we not disrespect the youth. But then when you're in a system and you can't talk to some youth, then that system is not my type of system. Because I believe in a discipline in a family. I'm telling you already, say if I wasn't teaching, I would probably be in the military. You see me? Discipline is key to the growth of any nation. You see? And you don't have to kick and box on nobody for discipline. You have mutual respect. You respect the youth them respect you. But some of them youths, them not depend that. See? And when anything happen, you're put in a position to defend yourself, where you have to defend yourself or protect yourself. The first thing you're going to hear is you're the adult and you should then deal with the situation differently. Me not depend that, brother. Me not grow that way there. You understand? You have your limits. Everybody have them limits to certain things. See? Me and you now in the same institution and me can't talk to you. Then that don't make no sense. I'm telling you right so now. The hardest thing. Yo. You know what? Everything just take time. Things take a little time. So we keep on doing it as best as we can until we stop. But it's just not my thing anymore. Like everybody will know me know that from the principal go right back. I'm not hide that. It's just that the moment to walk through the school gate, a business with the pan. You see me? And I know that in order for learning to take place, there must be discipline. Because a teacher can't teach in a class if the class disruptive, you know. A teacher can't teach a youth where them can't talk to, you know. I've been into that, brother. And then as me say now, you don't have no rights, yo. If you are placed in a position where you have to defend yourself, you will get the wrong. Me I tell you, me not ask you. I have seen it manifested repeatedly. And some of them you would say I put you in a position where you have to defend yourself. It is easier to fire a teacher now than to expel a student. You must be mad, man. Not into that. So, my aim is to stop working for the government. That is no secret. You understand? My aim is to be my own boss. Zane. And not to be the boss of no people, of nobody, but to employ some Jamaicans. You understand me I say? That's my thing. To employ some young, talented youths in other country. Give them an opportunity, a platform to elevate themselves and achieve something for themselves too. You see me? So, I just the sort of thing there. You understand? It don't make no sense. If you're in a relationship or you're not happy in a relationship, you better leave. It's a simple thing. You see me? I'm man enough to realize that I think I run my race already as an educator and me have other dreams and other things that I want to do. You see me? But I just go on put in the work until things balance on a level. That's the side there. See me? I think I done the stream long time and I'm there chat about half an hour more. You understand? So, you know, as me say, and I'm gonna wrap up with this. When I was a child growing up, you know, you say no teacher dead. I mean, I say teachers perfect these days. But when me a youth I grew up, first thing, if you're in a community and a boy violate a teacher, a problem in the community there. You understand? No, just listen to the news. Almost every month you say a next teacher has been murdered in this country. No respect, no there. It is a synopsis of what is taking place on the ground. There's no respect there anymore. You understand what I say? You know how much time I go to school and I don't eat no lunch because when you link me and say sorry, you know I'm hungry. You understand? Like, at them the life they will live. You understand? You don't want school shoes and uniform and book buy out of our pocket. But we not get no appreciation. You understand what I say? But the moment you slip and make a mistake as a human being, you're crucified. Nobody no remember the sacrifices them when you make and the good way you do, you know, how many youths you help, you know. You understand? I mean, none of them things, man. You don't appreciate me, then me not appreciate you. You don't rate me, me not rate you. Simple maths. You feel what I say? And thing. And the reality is that there'll be many more teachers after me, but there will never be a teacher like me. It's a simple thing that students them can't tell you that. I just saw you think about. What are them things? You understand? If you're in a relationship and you're not happy, make a step. Simple maths. Peeps, big up on yourself. You understand what I say? Have a wonderful and productive week. When you go on the road, load the headphone them, load the Bluetooth headpiece them. Be observant, be alert. Pray your surroundings, pray people, because people are pray. Keep your phones in your pockets and in your bags. Use them only when you need them. Load the whole of jewelry. Yeah, you work hard for, but people take it and take your life. Sad situation. You understand what I say? Try to walk with only the cash you need. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. But if you can't travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go get somebody. Tell people you're there. Tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Trust absolutely no one. Stop live every move, every detail of your life in your social media status. For the people, them when them relationships, stop expose your relationship to the public every turn you make in a family. You understand? It's tacky, really. Distasteful in some instances. And when you mash up, the whole world say mash up. Want to be wise, man. You understand? And social media mash up portion of relationships. No one do. You understand what I say? So peeps, big up on yourself. You understand me? I say Lee Leo, Ruth Daly, Miss Barbara Campbell, Paula Gray, Miss Arlene Walker, DeAndre Small, Danny Blackhorse, DS Electronics Unlimited, Miss Kelleen Bennett, Dante Dan, Kevin Smith, Ruth Daly, Juicy J, Ortis Henry, Miss Joan Gray, Finar, Picola Son, brother, big up yourself, you know, Miss Marcia Ferza, Zane, Jalop, big up yourself, you know, bro, Delroy Stewart, Apple Cider, Brocardi, John Johnson, Kenton Reed, Johnny H, the people who are up on Facebook, big up on yourself, Marlon Sinclair, my brother, what go on youth, all of the people them on Facebook, Warwick Sweeney, Zane, Johnny Oxtable, Damian White, Sophie J.A., all of the people them big up on yourself, the people them on Twitter, same speed. You know, understand me? I say, big up on yourself. I know Ellie London did about God favored me. Seeing the Royal General, James Bond, Lloyd Chatbot, all of the people them check in. Big up on yourself, you know. Chad Murdoch, manners and respect in the youth. You understand me? I say, Links 007 TV, manners. Seeing? Kelly and Shamu, big up yourself, you know. I know say Anna did about, I know say Marjan did about, Juggernaut MJ. All of the people them with the debut and cut. Big up on yourself, said we. You know what thing go. Lawless, big up yourself, you know. Warrior Star. Shanti D, how can I speak on this? Big up on yourself. Sylvan Winter, manners and respect. So me I say, one knock, two knock and knock off. Big up yourself in the family. You know what thing go. And peace. Ricardo Thomas, King Shango, manners. Craig Creations. Blessings every time, you know. Peace, you know what thing go, you know. If you don't hear your name, I can't see it in the chat, you know. You know what thing go. For the people that watch and not comment, manners and respect, all of the persons who would have interacted in the stream, in the comment section, big up on yourself. The people them will never do that. Big up on yourself likewise. Tashana Green McDonald, good night Empress. Yeah, understand me? I say peeps, you know what thing go. I don't know if I'm going to stream during the week. As I said, the call-in stream is going to be on a Wednesday. But the stuff that I need to bring in the calls into the stream directly are in transit, so them to reach it. So as soon as them reach, I think I might do a particular stream in the week to sensitize the viewers them about a particular thing. I think when we get round to that, you know what thing go. Peace, big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jah. Be the reason why somebody smile throughout the week now. A pat on the shoulder, a hug, a word of encouragement, a smile, some lunch, some dinner, a bus fare, something. One piece of clothes that we don't wear a long time. One shoes we don't bother wear. You understand? Miss Bernadette George, big up yourself. Miss Winsome H, big up yourself. You understand? Frost Legend. Then try to make somebody feel better about themselves, because inherently that will make you feel better about yourself. Father Mike Lewis, manners and respect. So peeps, walk good. Step with Jah. Friday, 7:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Miss Marsha Lewis. Don't look for it. Get book for it. I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.